Alright, so today we're going to do a Troy BILT, and this is going to be 21-inch cutting blade. So it's got the size discharge. I'm going to be doing the TB110. So I had this mower for a couple years now, and so the only thing that I'm doing today is going to be an oil change. I'm going to check the actual air filter. The air filter housing is right here. All you do is take that out. It's pretty gnarly. It's about time that I change it and get a new one. You can also dust it out or clean it out, but since I know my mower and I've been with it for a couple years, I'm pretty sure it's time for a brand new one. Before you start working on this, you do need to identify a couple things. Right there, you do have your spark plug, and definitely disconnect that before you start anything, any work, especially getting underneath this. So we're gonna take this guy off. It's gonna be our first thing. There's a ton of sharp little parts here if you have a tool. As far as getting spark plugs out, I'll show you those pliers that you'll need. Luckily for me, I've been doing this for a second. So if you don't have a pliers for spark plugs, generally they have these fitted, almost like glove looking things here that are made out of rubber, and that'll make it really easy for you to just stick it in here. And instead of sticking my whole hand in there, which I was gonna do, and I was gonna cut up my fingers, because this is really sharp and that's where your fingers go. There's no gap on this side either. So all I'm gonna do is shove this in there just like that, and then pull. Came right out. Easy peasy. That way we don't have the actual sparking up, and as we're rotating the blade or checking it and cleaning it and stuff like that. Second thing we're gonna do, identify there is fuel in there. Now I'm gonna use this guy and siphon the rest of it. I think when dealing with gasoline and shit like that, the first thing you want to do is like clean your area. Gasoline is flammable, but so are the fumes. So once I get this squared away, all the fuel's in there. The rest of it, it's a quick wipe down. And the same thing goes for this. I'm gonna cap this off immediately. There's no fuel at this time. Spark plug is removed. Last thing I'm gonna get to is the engine oil. My engine oil cap is right here. All I do is remove it. It's a tad bit, actually it's just about right. As you can see, once you tip this, all the oil starts pouring out. I got my drip pan right there. The corner of my drip pan right there has a tiny little grooved area, which is already compressed and fits there just perfect. So I'm gonna leave that draining there. I'm gonna say about maybe half an hour as I work on the rest of the actual mower itself. So far the only tool I use is this pair of pliers, which I use to just remove the actual spark plugs. An additional step that you can take is actually remove the actual blade. Once you remove the blade, you can clean out the bottom of the mower. You can use any pick, screwdriver, or anything sharp that will help you remove all that gunk and buildup. Once that gunk and buildup is removed, all you need is a wire brush and some kind of liquid and clean it off. Then just let it dry. And oil's here. When you buy this, it's premium 4-cycle small engine oil, SAE 30, right? it's 48 ounces.
For this mower, you only need 15 ounces of actual oil. So you got 48 ounces, you need something to measure it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure it against something. I'm gonna go for 16 ounces. I'm going really generous. And if it is overfilled, I can always tip it and bring it back. But because I did spend the extra 30 minutes making sure that it got completely drained, there's absolutely no oil inside of it. I go just a little bit, but I'm going underneath the actual 16 ounces. So it is generous, but it's also cutting it close to 15.
I myself, I like using a funnel. So there's two tiny little holes in there. Let me bring that up.